I feel like I should do the entire reaction in the leather jacket, although I'm going to get too hot knowing me, because I'm a human radiator. I've just returned from a birthday date, not my birthday, but a birthday date with the girlfriend, so that's why. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna put this over there, so yeah. But hello everyone, it is Liam Cattleson here, and we're reacting to another episode of Angel as we continue with season 5, with episode number 4, which saw a very, very interesting episode. Not sure if we're gonna be seeing Nina again in some capacity. It does kind of leave an open-ended return for her in future episodes, but we shall just wait and see. So yes, but it was a really, really great episode last time around. So yeah, very, very reminiscent to us Buffy fans of Oz. So yeah, but he definitely needs to return in the final season, but that's pretty much unlikely, I guess. But yeah, it was really, really great. The season has been very, very amazing so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing what episode 4 has on offer. So with that said, let's get into episode number 4 of season 5 of Angel. Let's go. There's a certain Spike going to him. He's going to be right in front of her, isn't he? Yeah, there it is.
How long do you know I was there?
Just since the lobby. But that puppy behind me was really scary. Look, I dropped.
To making me a real boy again?
As real as a vampire with the soul can be. It won't be like Angel's thing with the prophecy, but
What prophecy?
the
Oh,
shoot!
shoot.
Something or another. It says that if Angel helps enough people, he gets to be human again.
Oh,
Someone's going to take the driving seat.
goody for him.
Could you point the quickest way back to the lab as the ghost flies him?
Whoa. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh!
Take that as a no, then.
Well, I am not eating for the next, few hours.
Everybody can just stop worrying. I'm fine. Really.
She's gonna drive herself to
Actually,
a breakdown.
There's some concern about how much the practical science department's been spending.
Uh-oh. Budget issues.
Yeah, I guess I may have gone over my projections by a few.
$800,000.
Okay, you don't need to...
exceeded your quarterly budget.
It's about doing what's right. Remember?
See,
Your department.
Fred's an inspiration.
Your call. Just don't be disappointed if it doesn't work. Some people can't be saved.
But it's not fair to make assumptions on Spike, especially since you don't really know this incarnation of Spike.
Now what?
Please. Hold me.
Oh my goodness.
It's coming.
What the heck is... First the guy chopping up his fingers, and what the heck is going on?
Prophecy's a bunch of bull. They all are. Nothing's written in stone or fated to happen, Spike. You save the world.
It's
you
not
end up
bull,
running
it's
an
more
evil
so
law firm.
little
Or playing
tricky
Casper with
buggers, as
one
I
foot in the
say.
fryer.
Do you think any of it matters? The things we did, the lives we destroyed, that's all that's ever gonna count. As much as I loved your nonstop
The
yammering,
way you always had to be the big swingy, swaggering around, barking orders,
never listening,
always interrupting.
and your hair, what do they call that? Radioactive?
Never much cared for you, Liam. Even when we were evil.
Cared for you less.
Called it by
Fine.
Liam, I
Good.
love it. Bias.
Yeah, I never told anybody about this, but I liked your poems.
You like
Oh!
Barry
Oh! But him admitting he liked Spike's poems is meaningful given...
See what?
Yeah.
Manilow. Please, you have to use that perfect brain of yours and give me that.
Spike?
Yeah, I have a feeling this is him being
Where'd he go?
yanked
It's okay, he
further and
does this
further.
sometimes. Does what?
We should spread out, see if we can find him.
Oh, there he
What are you
is.
talking about? I haven't gone
He's
anywhere.
still there, but he's not.
Fred? Spike has been unintentionally disapparating more and more frequently.
Give him 20 minutes. We'll be popping up next to you in the bathroom making cracks about your... Am I the only one he does that to?
I know he's done this before, but you saw the way he was acting. Something's different this time. It's hell. He's slipping into hell.
And that's why he keeps seeing these
Where
ghosts.
else would he be headed?
Jeez.
Don't worry, William.
Oh, no, I don't know. I'm not looking.
Haven't forgotten you.
What the heck? I don't like how freaky this is.
Never figure this out.
Yes, you will. Genius, remember? Don't throw in now, Fred, please.
I love. Oh. Oh, shh.
Spike?
But I do love how he's, you know, on the bandwagon, on the support train.
I'm still here. The Reaper! The bloody freaking Reaper! Go on, tell him!
It's the...
Whoa.
What's happening?
Oh no.
It's not me, you git. Let her go.
Yeah, because she's... Uh-oh.
Are you alright?
Oh! Come on, Spike, yes. Neat neat finger work, though. Oh my... Oh, gee.
Come on in. No more. I get to play. Let's get started then. Shall we?
Why don't you stick that where the sun doesn't shine, mate?
Got it.
Pieces of the victims placed in a manner suggesting an intimate knowledge of the dark arts.
Oh,
Pieces?
The slaughter continued for the better part of 20 years.
it's like a
The perpetrator was
harvest.
never caught, at least not by the authorities. And Hart were looking to build a new branch in what would eventually become Los Angeles. Unfortunately, a Spanish
Oh,
mission
and
was
that's
already
why he's
resting on the
here.
site the seers recommended. They needed an appropriate sacrifice to deconsecrate the grounds.
So this place
Voila.
is built on the blood of a mass-murdering psychopath?
It would
Great.
appear So.
But if Pavane's half as bad as he sounds,
No more dirty things. Thinks himself special.
Thinks it matters.
Hell still waits.
Oh,
Knows he deserves
this is
it,
terrifying.
Like all the others.
Stop!
No. Died themselves. Here, in service of Wolfram and Hart. Little ants scurry.
The equivalent of nuclear evil?
Well, where the hell are we supposed to find that? Well,
Well, we are
there is a
in...
legend that tells of a volcano deep in the forbidden jungles of South Africa.
or I might know a little closer to home.
The White Room?
Of
They
course.
call it that.
I'm just wondering if maybe we could borrow a couple of whiskers?
Whoa, hey, easy.
I think Gunn has this handled.
Charles Gunn. You know I wouldn't be here
See,
if
I
the
like
situation
Gunn.
wasn't heavy.
The vampire with a
Asking
soul.
for a little
Phew.
help. Me to you, personal favor. What do you say?
Deserve to go to hell. But not today.
He's still got work to do.
Quite a bit, mate. Reality bends to desire. That was it, right? That's why I could touch Fred. Write your name in the glass. All I had to do was want it bad enough.
Yes! Use that desire to get what you desire, buddy.
Fun when we hit back, is it?
Uh-oh.
Starting to be.
Make sure it's calibrated to minus 0.058.
Decisions. The girl. Or the flesh.
There's no time.
I was gonna say Fred. He's gonna do the noble thing.
For you yet, boy.
Not really.
Oh!
I'll feast on your brains. I'll swim in lakes of your own blood.
You'll shut the hell up.
Don't kill him. If it comes a spirit again, we'll never stop him.
Fine. No killing. Just a whole lot of bruising.
Yeah, just you can beat the shit out of him and he deserves it.
could replace him, the chances of finding another power source.
I mean, I'm sure a bit of polyfiller won't be an issue, right?
Don't be, love. Made my choice. Wouldn't change it for the world.
That you're worth saving.
I love that. Spike.
Don't have it so bad, really. Plenty of room. Good company. Even picked up a few new tricks.
I didn't give you a window.
Oh my god.
Welcome to hell.
Holy shit. It's kind of dark, but I kind of rock it. I mean, there's always that thing, though, like, if they're gonna keep him immortal, there's always that thing about how it can become hell if you are immortal, and it is for him. Like, you just think back to the Family of Blood, actually, of Doctor Who, where they were granted immortality, but it was a curse. It was hell for them, and so it is for Pavane. So, and having that constant staring, like, into the openness, never having, like, I guess the luxury of that freedom, it's gonna drive him insane and wish he was dead, but no. Because otherwise he's going to become a spirit again. So instead, immortality. Because that is the true hell. Whereas he was incorporeal and he was causing havoc. He now gets to experience the true afterlife. So, honestly, that's a sinister story. Really well done, don't get me wrong, but it was bloody sinister and very grotesque at certain points, but I rocked it. So, especially the focus on Spike and him, of course, getting dragged to hell, and of course him showing Angel Investigations that he means well, as he saved Fred. He chose his own, physical essence. He chose Fred over his own physical essence. And I think that plays on well with how different Spike would be, because he's not selfish. Not anymore. Can be a dick, but who isn't? Yeah, that was a really, really great episode. I would say I would take this as so far my favourite episode of Season 5 so far. They've been really, really amazing episodes, and I'm feeling a greater flow of the first 4 episodes for this season than I did with Season 4 of Angel. It's just been a really, really interesting and well-executed season so far, and this was very, very... It was very, very sinister at certain moments, but it was also very, very great to see in terms of Spike's predicament, because of course we know that he's been fading out of, Angel Investigations perspective, and we kind of got a bit more of an explanation of things and why he keeps fading out. Not just that though, but we got a bit of lore as well with Wolfram and Hart, at least the LA branch, and how it was built on the blood of Pavane. So yeah, I really, really loved exploring not just a bit more regarding how Spike is popping out of existence. Well, yeah, but we're finding out a bit more about Wolfram and Hart as well. So, that was pretty neat to know about. But, there were some very, very horrific moments. When Spike went to see, the first of, the Damned, I guess. You saw him chopping his fingers and going through his own cycle of torment, and you saw all of these different, those who used to live, of course, and now are being tormented, are being put through their own torture, and it's very, very horrific, because they are doing very grotesque things, or they've endured very grotesque experiences, like that nurse with the glass in her eye. Just everything that went down was just very sinister, and you had Pavane, who was a very, very sinister character anyway, so... Yeah, but I really enjoyed this, and I feel like there's some great growth for Spike in this episode, because at least he has that worries that he can sway away from hell for the time being, even though he's still determined that, like in his mind, that he's going to be going there. I guess he now has a bit of, I guess, survivability in terms of being with Angel Investigations, even though he's not corporeal, even though there was a chance, but he chose the more selfless option. He's getting to stick around. And not just that, though, but he's now being able to harness the idea of bending reality to his desire, to be able to touch when he can. So I really, really like that development, because, of course, like, I was wondering this season, how are we going to have moments where Spike can physically interact? Because Spike is a physical character in terms of your combat, and that's going to be a thing that we would miss in this kind of condition. So it's great that we found a bit of leeway, but not rushing to fulfill like the physical side effects for Spike. So there's that nice little balance that we're still going to be able to have Spike be have some kind of physical connection, but he is still a long ways to go to being fully there, I guess. So yeah, which I do have a slight suspicion that he is going to be gunning for the Shanshu prophecy, because especially with Angel dismissing that, Spike is going to have a bit more of a thirst for that, isn't he? I mean, it's on brand for Spike to take the spoils. So I feel like, especially with that being brought up again, I feel like that's going to be fulfilled in some capacity, and Spike's going to take the spoils. So, and Angel's gonna basically look like a truck basically hit him, I guess, because he, like I said, he dismissed it, and I could just see Spike taking the spoils for himself, especially if this aids him in terms of becoming human. So yeah, they didn't specify which vampire with a soul, and like I always say, prophecy's tricky little buggers. So yeah, but I found that very interesting that was brought up, but we shall see where that goes in the future. But yeah, I just really loved how desire was a very important thing with Pavane, with Spike, and how he desired well, how he was able to bend reality to his desire, and now he's able to kind of interact, but he's still incorporeal, and he's still got to deal with that, but he's made some progress. And you got Fred as well, reaching into that desire, with her being able to fight to save Spike, basically. And you have everyone in Angel Investigation who's not as enthusiastic in saving Spike, Angel specifically. With Gunn and Wesley, there is, you know, they don't really know Spike, really, in a sense. So, yeah. But Fred has a lot of, like, with Gunn and Wesley, they're in a bit more of a darkened state. So he's like, I'm, you know, not fussed if anything bad happens. But I think there's also something that needs to alert them that they've got to get all the help they can get, really. And Spike is a very, very viable candidate for that. Not just that, though, but like, there is, of course, that word from Angel, but he needs to realize that this Spike is complete. Like, yeah, like I said, he's still a dick half the time, but Spike is going to be someone who fights for the greater good, and I think this episode can pretty much solidify that. He could have chosen to attain a, like, he could have let Fred die, but he chose to fight for Fred, and he sacrificed something in order for Fred, for someone who not just cares a great deal about him, but someone who he cares a great deal about. He chose for her to survive. So I am hoping that Angel and Co can have a bit more of a understanding that, okay, maybe Spike is not like they could still have their moments of bickering, because I don't want that to be non-existent. But I'm hoping that there is some kind of development, especially from Angel's part, that he can understand that Spike, okay, maybe he is fighting for us, but I still don't have to like the dude. So yeah, but I gotta say, there was that nice moment with Angel and Spike. There was that little bit of banter when there was that awkwardness when they were on the sofa, but I just really loved that where them two were just gushing things out. But what I really loved was Angel admitting that he liked Spike's poems, which, if you've of course watched Buffy and watched William's poetry and how he was mocked by everyone, even his mother, I guess, in some semblance, it means a lot. And I really, really loved that. So that moment where Angel admitted that was pretty nice, especially knowing the history of William and whatnot. So yeah, but yeah, we had some really amazing moments where they were discussing about, well, the evil things that we've done, they're solidified, they're concrete, there's nothing we can really do about it, and that's going to be very, very pivotal in terms of our fate, and well, we're pretty much damned on going to hell. And of course you had the argument about, okay, so what's the point in all of this? But I guess it's all about, if what we do matters, then yeah, that's that infamous speech in episode 16 of season 2. But it's always about doing a night, like, even if you are certain that your that hell is awaiting, your soul, I guess in this case, is awaiting hell, then it's all about doing the right thing and doing what your desire is, because that was a very important theme in this episode. And with Spike, like I said, he could have chosen something more selfish, but instead he chose, he was willing to do the more sacrificial option. So, and I feel like that's very, very important. So yeah, so, but I really loved that moment with Angel and Spike. I feel like that, I don't know, I want to say there was a lot of sinister moments that rank up there in terms of my favorite moments in this episode, but I really love the moment with Angel and Spike, because of course they're going to have their banterous relationship, but stuff like that, stuff like in this episode, is what I want to see. They don't have to be BFFs and Angel be like, I would do anything for Spike, I would die for him, although that would be very comical. They can still have that banterous relationship, but there can be a respect as well, and I feel like this episode might be pivotal in terms of progressing things, in terms of Angel respecting Spike a bit more, especially with the decision he made against Pavane. So yeah, I just really hope that there's going to be some kind of progression of things, but that moment with Spike and Angel was just really great. But yeah, there was some really nice moments, especially with Spike and Fred as well. With this being a Spike focused episode, especially with his predicament, I'm really glad that we got moments with Spike and Fred, especially when Fred obviously could see Spike and he was just encouraging her, he was rooting her, and I just really love that. I am really here for the whole Spike and Fred interactions, because I feel like there is a nice layer of friendship there between the pair, and it's wholesome to see. It's really, really nice to see. Obviously, I think I've said this before, but I don't ship them, but there is that nice wholesome layer between the pair, and it's really, really great stuff. So yeah, but very sinister stuff. I really liked the Panther as well, making a recurrence from episode 22 of season 4, which was very, very eerie and left us, I would say left a lot of us baffled at the time when we first saw it. And of course, as things have gone on, we're kind of coming to a bit more of an understanding, and then there's this connectivity that Gunn and the Panther, I guess, have made. So yeah, and I want to say that Angel is just like all of us when we first saw that moment. He's perplexed, he doesn't know what to think, and he's just like, okay, sure. But I really liked that moment as well, like revisiting that. So yeah, but it was really great, the fight sequence with Spike and Pavane, especially the torture that Spike had to endure, and just seeing Spike go through that hell, really. It was just very, very very, very horrific. And it was just really great to have a bit of a bit of understanding between what Purvane was all about and why he is kicking around Wolfram and Hart, and tying that to how the LA branch came to be, with Purvane being a very good assistant to that. So yeah, but yeah, I'm really, really, I really loved this focus on Spike, of course, with his issues, and how Hell was so close to snapping him up, I guess. Even that, like, it's really good, like I said, that we've got a bit of progression in terms of Spike being able to hold, or being able to, I guess, physically connect with objects. But not resolving things there and then. I think it's really good. And of course, there's this whole idea of hell, that Spike, even he agreed that he deserves to go to hell. But he's like, I want to go. I don't want to go to hell. I deserve to go to hell. But I think that can wait for quite some time. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was just really, really good to see him shining, really. And, I guess proving to Angel Investigations he's going to be on this. If this wasn't proof enough, then I think Spike can be in that realm where he's like, I don't know what is, because he had the choice of becoming corporeal again, which in a sense he kind of is, but he kind of isn't, because of course he can still be passable, but he's now able to hold objects. So yeah, that's all well and good. Or Fred dies, and he chose the most selfless option. So, and I feel like that's a good testament of who this incarnation of Spike is. Someone who has a bit more of that selfless desire, and it's really, really good to see. So I really, really enjoyed this focus on Spike. Very sinister episode, especially with some of the, I guess, injuries. I guess you could call them that. Some of the damned were going through, the chopping the fingers, the eye, all that jazz. But it made for a very, very great episode, and a very great, I guess, development piece for Spike. So it was all well and good, this episode. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!